another update with the little one. I am about to finish the first trimester, which is about, let's say, 1.5 weeks away. And I'm entering into the second trimester. Wow. Glory to God. It's been a trip. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a trip. But some of the things to expect, morning sickness and all those kind of things. I will say that I did not experience it like how many women do say they experience it, which I was quite relieved. So even though I did experience a lot of nausea, wake up first thing in the morning, nausea, felt like I wanted to puke, but never really did end up puking, thank God. But that would be throughout the whole day. And the other unexpected thing, though, was the amount of fatigue. It was like, oh my gosh, couldn't stay awake for most of the day, knocked out severely, and then would wake up in with a lot of weakness. So it was quite bad, and that was a daily basis thing, not to mention the fact that we were going through flu season and everybody was getting sick and my husband was sick and I'm here trying to stay away from getting sick. So I'm sure that played a big role in what I was feeling at that moment, but was able to avoid the flu. Even though my whole family got sick, I was able to avoid it, thank God. And but went through the nausea and the tremendous fatigue. And my medications were changed. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last one. So my sugar levels were a bit increased, and I've been working my butt off trying to keep this thing under wraps. I was on some other medications before, Janumet and other Jardiance and all those different kind of things to try and keep it balanced. And I've actually done a lot of work with my diet and things like that to keep it in balance, and it was working. But then it switched. They switched it to metformin exclusively and took me off of those medications right away, because those medications are not good for pregnancies. They don't have enough research, and what they do have researched is not really supportive. So I was taken off of it. But that did create, an adjustment in your body. Your body's getting used to something that's working, and then after you switch. So my body did not really take it all that smoothly. And I'm still working on keeping the lower sugar levels down to where they say it's needed to be for pregnancy. If I wasn't pregnant, then it would be fine. The levels would be normal and okay, but pregnancy is a bit different. That's something that I had to learn as well as the fact that your hormones are all over the place, and insulin is a hormone, and that creates an issue. So long story short, I am having a bit of an issue with that, and it's very depressing because I find myself eating very little, and when I do eat, it's not what I want. Talk about them pregnancy cravings. No, I don't get to experience that. You just gotta do what you gotta do and eat what's on your meal plan, pretty much, and that's it. So it's a little bit challenging, because you do have those cravings and you do have the need for things like carbohydrates and all those different kind of things, and you just can't have them the way that you want to have them, or you have to make a whole bunch of different adjustments. But it's all for the good of the baby, so you do it anyways, not to mention the needles. So another thing that, they say is to be expected during this time is depression and anxiety, and dealing with that, the whole thing. Your whole life is changing, your whole world is changing, and that's a lot to deal with. Now, I have gone through depression and anxiety before, and, it's something that I work through and I have a challenge with from time to time, but, by the grace of God, with lots of prayer and supportive family members, I work through it. And this time period is not any different. There are some high moments and there are some low moments. And I remember my sister telling me, like, girl, it's not even like you're pregnant. Like you're not even acting like you're pregnant, even though we know you're happy about it. But it's like you're just normal. You're just breezing through it normally. And I'm like, well, I guess that's what it is. And my mind just won't allow me to have that level of excitement that I want to have. And I guess I'm in a way, I'm waiting for the image. I mean, I've done the first scan, but the little one was quite young at that stage because of the high risk of the pregnancy. But I'm waiting for the ones where you can see the little feet and the fingers and the toes and everything, and for them to say that everything is good and everything is fine. And that's my anticipation and that's my hope. And so I'm waiting for it. But yeah, don't be afraid to get help. And I do have a good support system. And anytime that I need to just take a break and a breather, that's what I do. Lots of sleep, still lots of sleep, which is something out of character. That must be the trait of the father, because it's definitely not my inheritance. So, yeah, but it's good. Anyhow, I'm just going to touch briefly on this. I went to go see an endocrinologist, and, you have your pregnancy diabetes specialist, and they're the ones that's supposed to help you along the thing, decide what it is that you need to do, if you have to take insulin and all those different kind of things. And so I went to go see my endocrinologist, it was my first time meeting her for this appointment. And I did a video on it because I didn't really specify what the situation was, but go and watch my video, They Cannot Steal the Joy of Your Blessing. And I met with this endocrinologist, and she was just basically saying, you have diabetes, and we don't encourage people who have diabetes to have children. And, well, you're already in the situation, so it's too late to do anything about it. Now, mind you, she's not the pregnancy endocrinologist, and apparently she wasn't even really supposed to have my appointment, but somehow she ended up there. And she herself was pregnant, but that's a whole nother story. I just want to mention this because a lot of times I'm not a person who really divulges in a lot of information about my challenges concerning my health, but I do have health challenges, and many of them are autoimmune diseases, and these are things that I don't have really much control over. And they're not caused by habits or diets or anything of that nature. They're just what it is. And I have to deal with it. And many people who are in my position, we unfortunately do end up with other complications in our health. Unfortunately, diabetes is one of them. And I do remember way back when trying to deal with another issue, I was suffering from psoriasis. And I say was because I believe that I am healed from that miraculously. God has healed me. And the doctor was telling me that some of the medications that I had to take to try and subside those symptoms would have a good possibility of inducing diabetes later on for me in life. And now here I am. So anyways, there was a lot of prejudice in the way that she approached the situation, not, racially or anything like that. I hope not, even though there was a hint of notes, for that, but whatever. It was more so she had an idea of who I was and she doesn't know who I am. And based on her assumption she decided that it was not the right time for me to have a child, and I should not be the one having a child right now, or ever should I be able to have a child because of my health condition. And it was very, very depressing, because I know what I went through in order to get through this point. This child is a miracle child. I went through already 2 miscarriages. Me and my husband really had a hard time getting through those rocky challenges, and to actually see that God was faithful to his word. This is a prophetic word manifestation in my life in particular, a word that was given to me years ago coming to fulfillment. And for her to really touch that really irks my spirit, and I had to rebuke it. Long story short, she said a whole bunch of different things, and then after she eventually looked at my file and saw my progress and what I was doing concerning my glucose levels and all those different kind of things, and she didn't really have much to say because they were on target. So I don't I don't really have much to say about her as a person, because I don't know her like that. But what I want to say is, for those of you who are expecting, and maybe you encounter those who are supposed to be professional and they have negativity to bring to your situation, your bundle of joy, look, don't listen to it. Keep on moving forward. Do what it is that you got to do to stay healthy and to keep your baby healthy, and remain positive. Don't let them speak negativity. Rebuke it in the name of Jesus and cover yourself and your child under the blood. That's what it is. I know this is a long one, but I hope y'all are being inspired and, getting some information on what to expect for your first trimester. But yeah, this is the 12th week, and we're entering into the second trimester very soon. So I will keep you updated. Keep me in prayers as I keep you in prayers. And remember, there is nothing that is impossible for God to do. And for those of you who are waiting for your blessing, your rainbow baby, listen to me today. I speak this word over you right now. Your healing has come. Okay? So take it in every shape and form that you may. Your healing has come. God bless you. Have a good one. I'll keep y'all updated. And yeah, stay tuned. Bye.